we are back below this channel top at 179.30. This is, at this point in time, buy signal failure that becomes quote-unquote official with a settlement today, Friday, back below 179.30. Now, does it inevitably mean that we are likely to fall to 149.41? No, it's not inevitable, but I've been mentioning how Triple Q have merely tested their 2.5-year channel top, never closing above it, holding nicely, and now falling away. Those two combined, that does really sort of set up, I think, 149.41 as an actionable sell signal. Now, the question is whether you're going short. I do think that if you've been long for the last couple of weeks and we close today below 179.30, you may consider lightening up, if not reducing or eliminating that long position altogether, because I do think the risk is then increasingly to the downside. That becomes fully clarified with a settlement today, for instance, below 170.76. And yes, if we close today below 170.76, I think you should not only exit any long position that is of the 3 to 5 week or longer time horizon, but actually establish a short position wherein the 149.41 longer term channel top on the weekly chart becomes a 3 to 5 week objective. So that would be kind of a collapse into September, 149.41, then able to contain selling quite possibly through the rest of the year. But until then, 3 to 5 day swing trade can certainly be had between 170.76 and 179.30 to the upside. You could trade both of them. If we were to rally today, and it is possible to close at or above 179.30, then that does fend off what I would call kind of a long-term buy signal rejection, which would in essence be a valid sign of weakness as we move into September. So if you're long the market, I think you can stay long. And I'm talking once again 3 to 5 weeks and out at or above 179.30 today. We're at this really critical impasse, because if we can close Triple Q above that 2.5-year channel top, we are well on our way, I think, for the Nvidia, for instance, to reach that full swing count at 219.64 over the next 2 to 3 months. Definitely off of it completely if we close today below 179.30. So for the day itself, I do have downside 173.10. That is a soft intraday pivot point to the downside. It can contain intraday weakness, solid day tradable level. If we break 173.10, expect 170.76 intraday, where a daily low can be placed, and we could bottom out here through next week. We could round back up to 179.30 within 3 to 5 days of testing 170.76. But if we close today below 170.76, a 3 to 5 week sell signal to 149.41. If we close today below 179.30, I do think 149.41 in reach between now and the end of October, probably sooner. It's just that if we do close below 179.30, we could spend a week continuing to fill this area out above 170.76. Closing below 170.76, 3 to 5 day, out to 3 to 5 week swing traders should be on the short side of the market as we move through the rest of August. Check us out at wickedstocks.com. You get a 5-day free trial up front. You also get weekly Apple stock, daily Triple Q, daily SPY, weekly S&P 500, weekly NASDAQ 100 analysis, and 2 stock picks every week. You can see that all by going to wickedstocks.com.